Hey, this is Richard Hudson's office, correct?
Yes, it is.
So previously, about maybe 20 minutes ago, I spoke with somebody and I explained about the issues that I faced as a constituent of North Carolina. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you the issues that I faced, if you don't mind. So the issues that I faced is that I was assaulted by a police officer about 2 years ago, and basically he had no reason to be at my house. He even admitted that he wasn't investigating a crime when he came to my house, and still I was charged, and then I went to jail. And during the first trial, I had reached out to my town, and the town manager, Ben Baxley, he didn't return my calls or my emails. But what he did was he had the DA, Catherine Brock, threaten me with harassment charges. Now, as a representative of Gibsonville, he has the power to oversee, like, the police chief and call into investigations and right wrongs. He chose not to. So then I went to trial. The lawyer that I hired refused to do anything. And then I was found guilty of assaulting an officer, even though I'd never touched the officer, and he was on camera assaulting me. The officer also admitted that he was investigating a crime when he came to my house. So I was charged with obstruction, resisting arrest, and child abuse. And so the child abuse got dismissed, but I was found guilty of the two other charges. So during the appeal, I reached out to more people: Senator Amy Galey, Representative Dennis Rydell, and others. And so they refused. So Dennis Rydell, I actually didn't get a hold of him till about a year and a half later. Amy Galey told me she couldn't help because it would be an obstruction of justice, but apparently she didn't realize, like, I know the law because I studied it in college. And so these people are actually Facebook friends with the people involved in the cover-up. And so during the preliminary trial of my of my appeal, the lawyer, and this lawyer, I paid for all this out of my pocket, John Cox. He knew that I was innocent, so the police had hired their friends to lie for the officer, and they were even on camera coercing them to lie. And these people, my lawyer didn't cross-examine them. And so I ended up pleading to an obstruction charge because here we are, I'm innocent, and nobody's doing anything. And so I did everything with the legal system that I could. I sued the people for lying, and David Crabb, the magistrate, refused to take any action. As a matter of fact, he dismissed the charges without even allowing me to proceed. I mean, not the charges, but the claims. So I wrote to Catherine Overby, the judge in district court, and I actually couldn't get a hold of her. I got put to somebody else under her who told me just to appeal. So this is a situation to where the Alamance County has concealed misconduct by doing all these unlawful things, and everything that I've done has just been met with just legal roadblocks. So currently, Jeff Reese's cousin-in-law, she took a restraining order out against me. I never met this person before. No, that's not true. I met her once after I was speaking out online for help, and she started calling me names. And so I went to her grandparents' house because I was friendly with them and asked her, to leave me alone, in which case I was trespassed and never spoke with her again. So she filed a restraining order against me. And then she had no evidence or anything, but I had evidence. The judges refused to hear the evidence and granted the 50C restraining order. So then they tried to restrict my First Amendment by telling me that I couldn't mention her name. And basically it's to conceal the misconduct, because I was talking about how she did unlawful stuff, which I'm allowed to. I wasn't threatening her in any way, just trying to get some help. And so what they did was they showed cause, meaning that, I violated it even though I didn't. And so I've been trying to get help, and no matter where I look, I just keep getting roadblocked. And as a matter of fact, there's a Rob Yates of the Libertarian Party wrote an article about this in the Libertarian Party paper, and he's part of a bigger organization that is trying to get help for people like me. And so I previously told all of this to to some chick that answered. I bet she was hot. That seems to be the only people that matter to these Congress. Especially dudes, they'll hire hot chicks that don't do anything, and then they'll ignore us, and then tell us we can't get involved because it's legal. Although it may be legal, they have the power to call into investigations. Maybe not oversee them, but they have some oversight. Now, I actually reached out to DOJ Jeffrey Smythe. Jeffrey Smythe is from Burlington. He was actually appointed by Josh Stein, which you probably know this already. He's Facebook friends with the police chief, and that's an ongoing theme. My lawyer was also Facebook friends, and so my rights have been getting stepped on. And then we call people like Richard Hudson, like you'll listen to my stuff and tell me you can't do anything. By the way, this is being recorded because I'm going to put it on TikTok so I can let everybody know the people that I'm dealing with. Now, you go ahead and tell me that you can't get involved, even though I know that they can. So, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, can we have your address to confirm that you're a constituent?
Yeah, 604 Wood Street, and that's Gibsonville, North Carolina.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so it sounds like you've already received the answer to your question. What we would recommend you doing is reaching out to your state representative.
I have.
Better equipped at helping you with your problem.
I have.
If you'd like, I can. Okay, well, if they haven't been able to help.
No, it's not that they haven't been able to help. It's that they don't want to help. Same thing with Richard Hudson's office. You guys can get involved, but you're choosing not to. That's the problem that I face. That's the problem that many North Carolinians face that handle this stuff. Is you guys sit up there and you get rich and fat off of our votes, but you don't do anything to help the people. You pass these bullshit laws that don't benefit anybody. I've lost $500,000 just in job loss and having to pull out from stock options and stuff that I worked really hard to get. And then just to hear these baseless ass answers, it's like, this is the shit that I'm trying. This is why I'm putting it on TikTok and YouTube, because you guys represent the state. And then you just don't do anything. You refer us to other people. I've been dealing with this for 2.5 years. I'm facing jail time for something that I didn't even do. And instead I get these bullshit ass answers. You guys can get involved. The purpose of calling and recording this is so the world can see how you're treated, how we're treated by the people that get voted in. To be honest, I knew the answers I was going to get. I just wanted to record it and document it, because when I file a federal lawsuit, I'm gonna exactly have this as part of it. Like, all these representatives that I've reached out have just bullshitted me and not done anything. And then when it comes down to it, they're all Facebook friends with each other. Maybe you not specifically, but you have a duty to the people. And instead of doing that, y'all push us off, and I'm fucking tired of that shit. So I'm gonna hang up now.